Greetings and salutations, my dear audience. This is Joe St. Egg Benedictus, just coming at you with a kind of a weekend update, so to speak. I want to give a shout out to my pal Mike, to all the visionaries and mystics out there. Thank you for joining me. One of the things that I'm going to be talking about briefly on this video is the need for a Sabbath. Every person needs rest, and God created it in His perfect order for us to get rest. Now, I'm not talking about a nap, although that helps, and good night's sleep, although that's definitely healthy. But I'm talking about a real Sabbath rest, to pull away from a while, to unwind, to unplug, and to really just rest in the Spirit, rest in the Lord, seek His face, and really do the things that you need in order to energize and to recharge your batteries and really find something life-giving to do. Every winter, I take a trip, and for me, my special destination is St. Simon's Island, Georgia. It's on the southeast coast of Georgia. It's a quaint little island, wonderful stores, restaurants, a wonderful First Baptist church. And every winter, I come away. I usually leave everyone home, come. And for 3 or 4 days, I do a bit of a self-guided retreat, and I call it my retreat. It's considered my retreat. Years ago, the seminary that I used to go to had conferences that met here. They've since ceased doing those conferences, but I kept coming and find this place to be very refreshing and life-giving for me. In ministry, having a Sabbath rest is so very important, because there are times in the rhythm of ministry, in the doing of church, in the caring for other people and the family, it really is important to step away and to reorient, to find ways to reconnect in creative ways with the Lord, and to really reset the rhythm for almost how I see a new year, because I do this every winter. So for me, this is an annual retreat in which I recharge, reset, and re-engage my vocation as a minister, first and foremost, my health as a husband and father, and a person of God, and my ministry as a pastor of a local church. Many people say, well, what are you going to do in your retreat? Is there a conference or is there a speaker? No, I just do self-guided. So I have goals. Last year, you might recall, I did a Sunday school curriculum I was writing for Smith and Helwis Formation Study, which I publish with them a unit for their Sunday school quarterly, about once every year and a half. This year I'm off, or well, at least the last time I wrote one was in November, so I haven't contracted with them yet as a freelance author, and we'll take this year off, so I'm not writing this time around. But if you recall, I was in a room very much like this, same kind of desk and lamp and all that. Had all my Sunday school curriculum and commentaries laid out, and really just spent about 3 or 4 days just typing away, walking, exercising. But since I don't have a curriculum to do this time around, I had to make goals that really I thought would be life-giving. So wanted to touch base with you and tell you what kind of goals I have, and maybe through this video would inspire you to pursue a Sabbath rest in your neck of the woods. You know, not a lot of people have the means or the time to do that, but there are creative ways to create Sabbath rest. And if you're in the ministry specifically, you need to do this. I have several goals for this weekend, and I'm hoping to produce more videos. I even brought one of my books for my that I've read before, one of my textbooks for my doctorate, Thirsty for God, which is a brief history of Christian spirituality by Bradley Holt. And one of the things I'm going to do on the way back is make a video finally explaining what a mystic is, because everyone's like, what's a mystic? You know, I say greetings, and mystics and visionaries, and like, what's a mystic? So we're finally going to crack the code of what a mystic is. I could probably talk about it now without reading it, but I want to do a little research just so I don't speak erroneously. So I'm going to do that later. But several goals for today. First, I have my Alter, Robert Alter translation of Hebrew here, so I'm working right now through Numbers. If you head over to Tim Waldsmith's channel, I believe. No, Tim Waldsmith. Who's reading their Bible? Anyhow, I gotta think of it. Reading through the Bible in a year. I think it's Tim Waldsmith. He was in Numbers, finally got through it. I'm still in it. I'm having a really hard time getting through it. Leviticus, I can nail Leviticus. You can nail it. Leviticus, I even made a video on it. You can go catch that. But some of my reading this time around, I do a lot of reading, will be that. I also have a sketchbook here. I'm going to do some drawing. Got my pencils. I got my pens. So, I always enjoy that. So I'm going to try to do some artwork. Got my roller ruler. You remember the roller rulers? And then I'm going to do some correspondences. I picked up some stationery and brought my pens so I can do some correspondences. So, and then I think that's it. Let me see. Oh yeah, some other goals. I'm finally going to get to read, at least skim, through the Book of Common Prayer, the 1928 Book of Common Prayer. I've been doing it morning and evening prayers, and I haven't had time really to look at it. I mean, really to study it and go through it. Like, I'm interested in seeing what the liturgy is for baptism and for communion, see what I might be able to excavate and curate and explicate for my own ministry as a Baptist pastor. So I'm going to read through the Book of Common Prayer. That's one of my goals. I also have as a goal, and you're all going to like this because this might apply to you if I put together some care packages. I don't know. Tomorrow, which is my first full day here, I am going to hit some thrift stores and used bookstores or whatever I can find in downtown Brunswick. I've never been there. I've been to St. Simon's. This is probably my seventh time here, maybe sixth time here. But I never really went back over the bridge to Brunswick. There's a historic district with all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to try to go on the hunt for Bibles, prayer books, tchotchkes, pencils, pens, whatever. We'll see what happens, but that's my goal tomorrow. So if I lay out the schedule tomorrow, I'm going to thrift in the morning, hang out, have some lunch, come back, do some, I may come back to St. Simon's, hit the Lighthouse Museum. I've never really been in the museum. I've just walked around the lighthouse, never been in the lighthouse. And then Saturday, just kind of hang out. Sunday, I'm going to attend church at First Baptist St. Simon's. My friend was pastor there. He's moved on this past year, and that's okay, but still attend church there, Sunday school. They use the same curriculum. The formations curriculum, in fact, the one I write for is the one that many of their classes use, so I can scoot right in there and mix it up with them. And then Monday, I sleep in and then head back for the rest of the day. So that looks like that's my retreat. I hope to make some videos about some of my finds. If I find anything, if I don't find anything, then, I'll just hang out, relax, pray. I'm reading a book. It's over, here it is. The Meaning of the Saints. I'm going to start this book. I got this book from Thrift Store Bibles, Now Miserable Offender. So that's my pleasure reading. So I'm going to start that. And I don't know, maybe play some video games. Oh, I also have some coloring book things, so I may do that. Well, anyhow, I know I'm kind of rambling here, but it's I can't express how important it is, especially in this time of emotional fatigue and just the hardship of the pandemic and all of the stress that people are dealing with today, to take God's commandment seriously, to honor the Sabbath. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the funny papers.